Here at the 4th Annual USA Science and Engineering Festival, there are different booths on math, medicine, and engineering. At this particular booth, kids can learn about the different combination of viruses that can affect different organisms. So you pick one here, you combine it with a blue one, and it'll reveal the virus combination for a specific type of flu, for a specific type of organism. There are about 3.3 million Muslims living in America. That's only about 1% of the total U.S. population. Maryland and Virginia are part of the top 10 states with the highest population of Muslims in the U.S. Although Picciotto had camped in front of the White House from Reagan to Obama, a president had not contacted her during her lifetime. The refugee crisis in the Middle East is leading the European Union to take new steps to tighten border controls. 26 countries are expected to restrict passport-free travel in the so-called Schengen area for the next 2 years. The Supreme Court dismissed the motion 8-2 in a session that lasted for more than 7 hours. Rousseff is accused of using money from public banks to fill budget holes. She has denied any wrongdoing. Police have now identified 12 victims in the child pornography investigation at a school in Maryland. Teacher's aide Deontay Caraway allegedly filmed children aged 9 to 13 performing sex acts at Judge Sylvania Woods Elementary School at Glendron in Prince George's County. Robots, bacteria, and music come together under one roof for a free annual event that showcases curiosity and innovation.
Science is it plays a huge role in the future of this country and the world in general. So having a hands-on approach to understanding the stuff that you use or the things that you watch, it's really fun, and I feel like a lot of people don't find a lot of interest in it because it's downplayed in society as, nerdy. But it's a lot of fun. It's really interesting. I was walking around the fair today and there were so many things that I didn't even know about. So much technology that's just so new, and they're just doing so many cool things with nanotechnology for health and prosthetics, and if we get into that stuff, then the progress that we can make as a society would be huge. I can't, it's just so cool.
Here at the 4th Annual USA Science and Engineering Festival, there are different booths on math, medicine, and engineering. At this particular booth, kids can learn about the different combination of viruses that can affect different organisms. So you pick one here, you combine it with a blue one, and it'll reveal the virus combination for a specific type of flu, for a specific type of organism.
But even as science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM fields, continue to make new discoveries, women are still underrepresented in certain subjects. They only make up 13% of the workforce for engineering. High school sophomore Harika Nati wants to change that.
We formed a club called Girls Exploring Engineering, and we actually try to promote girls to do engineering, especially at elementary school level. So we go and do some hands-on activities with them. Hopefully, so by the time they're in high school, they actually choose a STEM field and they go on into STEM. So I do want to promote that.
As the two-day expo comes to an end, a goal for many exhibitors is to attract new, inquisitive minds from different backgrounds. Teta, Alim, Washington. What started as an Islamic Sunday school for a small group of families has grown into a large community effort with about 250 students. Since 1993, Muslims from Indonesia living in the DC area first came together to teach their kids the basics of Islam.
If you have a house where there is a river surrounding the house, then what are you going to do? You're going to protect the kids by building a fence, or you're going to teach the kids how to swim so that when they somehow fell down into the river, then they can survive.
Students learn Arabic in order to read their holy book, the Quran, but most of them are Indonesian, so Arabic is a second or third language. The school's inclusive policy also accepts kids from different nationalities in East Africa and South Asia. So while this community began with Indonesians, Muslims from Somalia, Bangladesh, and Pakistan are more than welcome to join in.
There are about 3.3 million Muslims living in America. That's only about 1% of the total U.S. population. Maryland and Virginia are part of the top 10 states with the highest population of Muslims in the U.S.
Alhamdulillah, that's not what I thought before I came to America, to be honest. Before to America, I think we're gonna be scared, we're gonna have hard time to pray, we have hard time to find a mosque. MashaAllah, when I got here, it's easy to find a mosque. Even it's a lot mosque and it's the Muslim community.
The Indonesian Muslim community in the U.S. is relatively small, but have large concentrations in major cities like D.C., New York, and Houston. Teta Alim, Silver Spring, Maryland.
3, 2, 1.
Fake smoke curled around marijuana supporters as they lit joint after joint. They're calling on President Obama to remove the drug off of the Controlled Substances Act of 1970.
Everybody's so uptight! What's wrong with a little bit of euphoria? Free the tree for you!
For some, it would mean more casual use.
While D.C. has legalized marijuana, residents are still not allowed to smoke it in public, on federal property, or sell it.
And for many, it would mean a chance for justice.
Today we're out here asking President Obama to deschedule marijuana off the list of dangerous narcotics. Right now, cannabis is scheduled higher than cocaine as on lists of dangerous substances.
In 2014, police nationwide made almost 800,000 arrests for marijuana law violations.
I'm out here to support people that have suffered from the war on drugs. It's a failed policy.
It would mean nothing if they don't do anything to help those folks who have been locked up for nonviolent offenses and are still locked up. I mean, nationwide, when you look at it, there are drugs that are more serious than marijuana that have lighter sentences because the folks who perpetrate that crime have lighter skin. So unless you're going to go back and help those people that you've locked up unjustly because you targeted them to get them out of our communities anyway, legalizing marijuana will mean absolutely nothing.
African Americans are almost 4 times more likely to be arrested for possession compared to white Americans. But since D.C. legalized the drug, arrests over possession reached historic lows. Last year, Metro Police made only 32 arrests. Teta Alim, Washington.